A lot of the refugees say they're not integrated into the community at all. They don't. The kids don't attend school.
By integrated, I simply mean outside of the regional processing centres.
I wonder who exactly it was that you spoke to about the refugees.
Yeah. And again, when I say integrated, I simply mean not solely detained in a regional processing centre. That's what I mean by the word integrated.
But who was it exactly that you were speaking to about the refugees?
Again, those who are working across services. Yeah, I want to be careful not to expose individuals who are talking to me. I don't want to jeopardise the work that they're doing. But people who are working, supporting refugees and providing services for them is how I would describe it.
There's been warnings that, particularly around mental health, a lot of these refugees are at breaking point. Was that the kind of message you received as well?
I did ask questions about mental health issues. And certainly I think there's an acknowledgement that those issues exist. I haven't heard anyone deny that.
You said that this would need to be organised by the Nauruan government earlier today, meeting with these people. Was this organised with the help of assistance of Nauru?
Oh, I certainly did approach them with the request to meet with people who are working with refugees.
So was this discussion that you did have organised with the assistance of the Nauru government or outside of that assistance?
No, it was with the assistance of the Nauru government.
Do you feel confident that you're getting the full story from the folks that you spoke to?
Oh yeah, no, I felt like it was a fairly frank conversation, yes.
So just to confirm, you met with the likes of aid organisations and representatives, not refugees themselves?
Yes, that's correct. As I've always said, I have had some concern around raising expectations. I do get letters directly from refugees here. I have had stories come into me that way, and I've read those letters, I've replied to them, but I was worried about raising those expectations. When we use the UN process to screen, it is the UN who is prioritising who then is going where, essentially. So it's just not something that would be in my control, nor should it be something I directly have oversight.
Didn't you already raise expectations by saying you wanted to meet with refugees?
Oh, I wanted to hear their views. I wanted to hear the experiences that they're having. But I do need to consider that human side, particularly when one of the things that I think, as I've said, added to the vulnerability is that state of limbo, that waiting. And that's certainly for those who are waiting for the United States deal. That's the feedback I got. That's been very hard.
Do you think it was wrong to say that you were weighing up meeting with refugees?
Well, look, I did give it due consideration because I certainly didn't want to be seen to be shying away from, really confronting the issues that have been, relevant to New Zealand, given we've made the offer. But for me, it was about striking that balance, making sure I'm hearing what's going on, but also not putting anyone vulnerable in a situation that I can't then follow through on.
You've spent most of the day inside. What's been your impression of Nauru?
I haven't spent a lot of time getting around Nauru, but certainly a huge amount of work going into hosting the forum. A big focus, obviously, though, not just on Nauru, but on regional issues, and that's really dominated the conversations. But, this is a place where New Zealand has a lot of history. We've had an interest here in the past, in their resources. They're obviously have spent a lot of time trying to recover and build their own economic prosperity, and I think that's probably an ongoing process.
All right, thanks everyone.
Thank you.